Hi, welcome to the Glimpses of Charm. Here's a small glimpse from the road. This is my last long road trip of last year, 2025. Before the year ends, we took one last long drive. No rush, no strict plans, just the road, the weather, and wherever the day would lead us. This road trip starts in Sagay City on the northern part of Negros Island. From there, we pass through Tuboso, Trava, and up into Don Salvador Benedicto. We continued on towards San Carlos City and eventually made our way down to Dumaguete City, where the day would finally slow down again. It's a long stretch of road, quiet towns, winding climbs, and changing views. The kind of journey that feels less about the destination and more about the hours in between. We left Sagay City around 6 in the morning. It had been raining hard earlier, and when we started the drive, the road was still wet. The sky looked heavy, like it could rain again at any moment. There was no sunrise that morning, just soft lights, clouds, and the steady sound of tires on the road. Somewhere between Tibos and Calatrava, the sun slowly began to peek through. Not bright, not dramatic, just enough to remind us that the day was finally waking up. When we reached Calatrava, I noticed something that immediately caught my attention. In front of us were wide, grassy-looking mountains, calm and open. It took a moment to realize they weren't just grass, they were pineapple fields. And just a few moments later, only a short distance away, we saw piles of harvested pineapple stacked along the roadside. So many of them. We stopped, bought some to bring home. Sweet, freshly harvested, though I forgot to take a photo or video of that part. Some moments really are just meant to be lived quietly. We stopped again near one of the pineapple fields. This time, closer. Rows and rows of pineapples still growing. Sharp leaves, strong roots, quietly waiting for their time. It crossed my mind to ask more about them. How long they've harvested, but only ask simple things. If they were already close to DSB or Don Salvador Benedicto, if the pineapples were freshly harvested, and if they were sweet. They were. Around 8 in the morning, after nearly 2 hours on the road, we passed by Pit Stop Cafe. When we left Sagay, we didn't eat or have coffee. We were saving our appetite for a cafe in DSB, one known for its hot chocolate. But by then, we only had water in our stomachs, and the road was still long, so we decided to stop. We had tinolang bisayang manok, pancit guisado, and rice. Warm, simple, and comforting. No coffee yet or chocolate. We were still holding on to that original plan. When we finally reached DSB, we came to an intersection. One road leads to Bacolod City, the other to San Carlos City. My partner had been here before, just once, and remembered stopping by a cafe along the highway. He wanted me to try their chocolate, but he couldn't remember the name, and we chose the wrong road. We kept driving, kilometers passed, and the cafe never appeared. That's when we realized it must have been on the other road. We didn't turn back. Sometimes plans don't unfold the way we imagine, and that's okay. So we continued, passing San Carlos, stopping at Dayasan for lunch, and finally arriving in Dumaguete City in the late afternoon. The cafe was missed, but the journey wasn't. And maybe that's what road trips are really about. Not checking everything off a list, but letting the road decide what it gives you. Thank you for taking this quiet ride with me. See you on the next one.